Last night I have attempted to find my first ever page in the combat log, and well, I spent about 2.5 hours spamming the page button, and I reached page 700, and when I clicked to go on 701st, the game crashed. Now, I have attempted to do the same thing on both of my devices, and the game simply crashes on both for some reason right at that exact page, which I find kind of hilarious. So I have sent a bug report to the developers to hopefully find and fix whatever the problem is. Might actually be that my phone or tablet is too potato to load all of these skills. Who knows? But yeah, the combat log is crazy. Too many kills. Now, speaking of kills, I was looking for ways to improve my combat ships, and recently I did start to take a lot more damage in the fights. Doesn't matter if I'm solo, doesn't matter if I fly with my friends. I usually am the first one to start taking hits, and that's okay. I expected that to happen. Now, I did change some of my ships, and the next ship that I will probably change will be the Makaria. Now, I still use this build. I have been using this build for a while now. I love this. I love this build. It works extremely well if you are solo. Works extremely well if you are flying in a fleet. A maximum DPS build, although the DPS on this ship can be improved, but I just don't want to go and buy the tier 4 rigs just yet. And also can upgrade the nanocore. That will also give me some extra DPS. Now, the thing that I will probably change on the Makaria, I will probably go and give this boat one large extender. Basically, this can replicate some of the previous builds that I show you on the battlecruisers. I can also slap dual large extenders, or it will look like this. Gives me a bit more shield than usual. I still have some really good DPS. I can also do a build like this and use one adaptive. And this also looks, generally speaking, very nice. And we'll probably add the general unit to further improve the shield extender passive effect. It gives me 9,108 shields and activation 6,700. I would like to get this up to 10,000, and I can easily do that with the general unit. I can also do something silly and add like triple extenders or something like that, but I kinda like to have my dual gyro stabilizers. There's also the trick where I can use a full-on adaptive tank. Basically, no gyro stabilizers, but triple adaptives and one reactive. Also, a really good idea, and a build like this is also very nice. Dual adaptives and the damage control should give me some nice stats on the shield. Now, this is mostly for when I am flying solo, because recently the mission runners did start to play a lot more serious, and I'm starting to take a lot more damage and a lot more hits, and I am 100% fine with that. And I'm actually very happy that that's the case, because now the mission runners are becoming more of a dangerous target. It's not as easy as it used to, which is a very good thing. And before we start today, let me just quickly show you one new boat that I have here. So I was looking to get a Vigilant for a very long time, and finally I did get one. So you can expect a Vigilant to start blowing up ships. I have one kill for a test that I did, and I'm still working on some skills, still working on some of the other things that I can improve on this boat, but I can tell you I really do like the Vigilant. It is a very, very interesting little boat, and it can have some terrifying DPS. I already have the thermal circulation implant for it, which gives a very good DPS bonus for a short amount of time. Perfect for the type of combat that I plan to use this ship for. And well, with that being said, time to hop back in the main star of the show today, which will be the Makaria. You will see some other ships as well. It will be a mix of solo PvP. It will be a mix of solo, and there's going to be some fleet action, some Stratius action. Basically, the ships that I like to fly, the ships that I'm known to be flying in. And with that being said, well, grab some popcorn. There's going to be a lot of low shield, low armor, and even hull alerts in this one. And well, let's jump straight into it. Okay, our first target for today will be a Balgorn. I am preparing the fleet for fleet warp. Hopefully this time the fleet command will work. Sometimes when I click on fleet warp, it doesn't really warp all ships for some reason. The tackle ship will be our interceptor, while my Makaria will serve as DPS.
Warp drive active.
Okay, interceptor has warped first, as expected, because after all interceptors are very fast little ships. Although the Makaria is also pretty quick. It's basically a cruiser. And there is the Balgorn. Looks like the Balgorn is tackled. Okay. 18 kilometers. And looks like the Balgorn has a lot of steps. They warped to planet 2. Okay, let's follow to planet 2. Now, here is where I made a wrong call, because I wasn't really aware that I clicked on the gyro stabilizers. So I am warping in the fight with only the barrage implant, while the gyro stabilizers are on cooldown, which is a big mistake, because you should never do that. You should never chase the target unless you have all the modules ready for action. But let's see what happens. So the Balgorn is now into armor. I have turned off my barrage implant, not to waste it on the shield. I have been double webbed, and the Balgorn is using three Nosferatus, although one Nosferatu is now at my ship. And this is one very, very tanky battleship, so I will align myself towards the asteroid belt just in case.
Shield damaged.
And it also looks like the Balgorn is using the focused crystal implant, which explains the damage that have been taken. Although I have no tank by default, so not really a big surprise.
Armor damaged.
And time to warp out. Low armor. I think I did take some hull damage there, but I had to warp. That was a very tanky Balgorn. If I had my gyro stabilizers, the Balgorn would be dead, but yeah, I made the wrong call to activate them too early. I did not expect the Balgorn to warp away. Alright, well, I'll wait out the criminal timer, and then we will try a different approach. Now you might be wondering, why is my armor not repaired? Well, I docked, the Balgorn did leave the system, and the Balgorn returns, and this time we are more prepared, although
Warp drive active.
when I docked and when I clicked repair, when I was undocking, for some reason it did not want to repair. So I guess I'll just go with no armor in combat. It's a good thing because now the Balgorn will 100% focus me, so my friend has enough time to unleash all the DPS into this battleship. So let's engage the Balgorn again, webbed and scrambled. This time I have all of the gyrostablers active, and I will align myself to start moving away, because of course the Balgorn will shoot the most damaged ship. In this case I am the most damaged ship. They are using the focus crystal, which does have a lot of DPS. I have aligned myself towards the asteroid belt.
We're under attack.
I'll stay until the... yeah, let's
Warp
warp
drive
out.
active.
And I did buy enough time for my friends to destroy the ship. I took even more armor damage there. I saw the armor bar go down a little bit, and my mission has been accomplished. I was the bait. Always take the situation for your advantage. I was really angry at the time when I saw that my armor wasn't repaired, but there was no time for repairing. There's no time for docking and repairing because the Balgorn has a lot of DPS and they would probably finish the mission before I do that, so it had to be this way. I'm just expecting the kill to show up in fleet chat. And there is the kill, 8.5 billion. We did some good damage on this Balgorn. It was a heavy tank Balgorn, also a Death Wish core. That explains why they were able to easily warp out from a interceptor with triple scramblers, but in the end, a good tactic and
Undocking.
a good approach to the situation did ensure that we got the kill. That was a very nice kill. Okay, the next target, we have a Makaria. Now for this Makaria, I will go solo because everyone else is at work or asleep. So I will yeet my own ship. Triple
Warp
scrambler
drive
should be
active.
enough, one web to hold the target in place. Now, when you have a ship at 0, don't warp exactly at 0, because even at 0 you will probably miss the battleship, even if it is a battleship. Optimal to warp at 1 or 2 kilometers. While this is a warp-in ram tackle, I have pushed this Makaria away from the aligned position. And now barrage is engaged. I forgot to click on one gyro stabilizer because for some reason the game didn't want to register that input. Damage control is active. The Makaria is... that's a tanky Makaria, a tank build. Okay. So the first two ships that we had today were tanks. I will align myself just in case. That one gyro stabilizer that's not activated is going to cost me some ISK later on when I decide to repair the ship. Okay, other Makaria now into armor. I am also in armor. This is going to be a close one. 42, 29% armor. Other Makaria in hull. Preparing to warp. I am now in hull. And yeah, let's warp. The Makaria has been destroyed. I'm warping mostly because those pirate
Warp
ships
drive
don't
active.
like my ship. that much. And I'll come back for the loot later when I repair the ship. That was a close one, and that was a fun one. This is the most damage that this ship has ever taken, by the way. Usually the Makaria doesn't go below shield, but in this case it did. And this is why I say a good tank will beat high DPS. Let's take a look at the build. 3.3 billion, and yes, a tank build. Triple adaptives, a booster, and dual gyro stabilizers. Overall, as you can see, a pretty solid tank and pretty solid DPS output. If that Makaria had a damage control, I would probably have to warp out and I would probably not get the kill. Next targets, we have an Apocalypse Striker. Now, since for some reason I
Warp
can't
drive
fleet warp,
active.
I am going in to engage the ship solo. Usually the fleet warp works, but in this case here it doesn't. And there is the Apocalypse Striker. Excellent warping. They were at 100. Looks like the Apocalypse is not aligned. Webbed and scrambled. Gyro stabilizers engaged, and the barrage implant also
We're under
engaged.
attack.
And the Apocalypse Striker has been destroyed. A very easy
We're
kill, a
under
very
attack.
smooth kill as well. Let's warp out. I took some small damage on the shield. Beam lasers don't really have good tracking at close
Warp
range,
drive active.
so that's why I mostly didn't take a lot of damage. And I had the damage control, which works really well for angel ships. After all, they have a bonus on the damage control. Beam lasers are still quite expensive, so that was a good catch. 2.3 billion, a classic Apocalypse Striker sniper build. Triple webs. Triple webs can actually be very dangerous if you are a cruiser, because the Apocalypse can hit a triple webbed cruiser with the beam lasers, and
Fleet
that does a
approach.
lot of damage on a cruiser, but the battleship is not that bad. Okay, next targets. We have another faction battleship. I think we have another
Fleet warp.
Makaria, or
Warp
we have
drive
another
active.
I think it's a Balgorn. There's a lot of ships lately. The Balgorn and Makaria became one of the most common ships for missions because of... Not really sure why though. I know the Balgorn can be really good for missions because of its amazing capacity performance and the laser implants, but the Makaria, perhaps because it's very quick. Okay, there is the Balgorn. Looks like this Balgorn doesn't have a nanocore, or they are hiding the nanocore. Webbed and scrambled. Unloading all the DPS on the
Enemy
Balgorn, and
ships
well,
detected.
2 Makarials shooting at the Balgorn. Yeah, that's a lot of DPS.
Warp drive active.
Okay, when I warp out, I will take a look at the kill. $6 billion. not bad. Pretty good value for a Balgorn. A capacitor battery, really? That capacitor battery pokes my eyes so bad. Why would you do that? The best performing Nosferatu and best capacitor in the game, and they slap a capacitor battery on it. Why? That's not a good idea for a Balgorn. Balgorns don't need capacitor batteries. They already have a stable capacitor with the large Nosferatus. But anyway, let's go to the next target. We have a Makaria. Okay, now this is the clip with the Makaria. Okay, well, 2 Makarials lurking nearby and 1 Makarial running a mission. I forgot to talk about the nanocore. I mean the design of this ship. I thought about changing the look of the nanocore, but I'm not really sure if I should do that. I already think that this ship looks very nice. I like the look of the... This is actually a skin combined with a nanocore, the Heartbreaker skin. I think it looks good. I like how it looks. Although not really sure if we have more, if I have more options to choose from. Okay, there is the Makaria. Webbed and scrambled. Gyro stabilizers overheated, barrage implant engaged. The Makaria is now into armor, and of course I'm the primary target as usual. And the Makaria has been destroyed. Let's warp out.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
Warp drive active.
If I did get the Deathwish nanocore, if I would get the Deathwish nanocore for this ship, I would probably use it with dual long-range disruptors. That way I would still have a lot of points and I would have place for dual webs, but at the moment triple skirmishes are the way to go. 3.3 billion ISK, not bad. Really good catch as well. Let's go to the next target. We have another Makaria. It is Makaria party for today. Although this Makaria, the last 2 Makarials were aligned, this one is aligned as well. Whoops, wrong click. Let's align towards the Makarial's mission location. I mean, the Deathwish nanocore looks awesome on this little boat, and the Makaria is located towards the sun, so yeah, I have aligned myself towards the proper location. And now we just wait for the tackle to tackle, and then we can warp in. Not really sure. I was trying to find a good angle for a good screenshot, for a good thumbnail, but for some reason getting a good thumbnail for this ship became a really big challenge. Even though we have 2 very pretty ships here, I still can't really find a good angle, unfortunately. 2 very good looking Makarials. One Makarial armor tank, the other Makarial has no tank. You can guess who has no tank. I mean, it's obvious who has no tank here. I wish that the damage control was a active module. Basically you just activate it and it gives you like 50% extra resistance. I would love that. Perhaps we get a module like that is a active type of damage control. I would love it. Would make a build like this even better.
Warp drive
And
active.
we are fleet warping. Okay, the Makaria has been engaged. I think this Makaria was a sniper. Is a sniper, we will see. Yeah, this Makaria was a sniper, a aligned sniper. Let's approach. Snipers usually don't have a tank. And this Makaria went down very quickly. Nice. That was a good catch.
We're under
Okay, let's
attack.
warp out.
We're under attack.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
And then when I land, I will show you the kill. I still do miss the Valentine's event, by the way. There was so much action. It was absolutely insane. One of the best events to date. I wish that the next event is like the previous one. Could be better. 3.6 billion. A sniper Makaria with quad webs and triple warp core stabs. Okay. Good catch anyway. Next target we have a Raven and we have a Rock. Now the Raven is... not the Raven. The Rock is a sniper. The Daredevil is a hunter, not one of ours. The
Warp drive
Daredevil basically
active.
came here to hunt us, but the Daredevil doesn't know that we will hunt them, so it's kind of a cat and mouse game going on here for a while now. There were a couple other hunters that tried to catch us. All of them have been destroyed, by the way, so it's not really a good idea to come hunt in our territory, because yeah, we... Where is the Daredevil? Oh, there's the Daredevil. Doesn't show up on the overview for some reason. Let's try to get the Daredevil. Nope, the Daredevil has warped out. Oh well. I guess they have scared off our primary target, which was the Rock. They are doing a
Warp
big
drive
mission.
active.
I think this is a 25 million ISK mission, which is a little bit more serious than some of the other missions. They have some elite battleships and
Fleet approach.
some other ships like that. Now here, I haven't even noticed that I had the cloaking device installed. Usually, nowadays I don't really use the cloaking device on the Makaria that often, but it does work really well.
Fleet warp.
It works surprisingly well
Warp drive active.
to be more precise. It is a fantastic idea to use a cloaking device on a battleship. Well, not exactly, but I know a lot of you guys have told me that you also started to run a cloaking device on your battleship and that it works. Well, I guess if it works, it works. And our target is one Apocalypse. Now, this Apocalypse seems to be taking some heavy damage, which means the pilot doesn't really have any tank or doesn't really have any skills for the ship. And well, it died before I could lock on, which is
We're
fine.
under attack.
After all, my fault for having the clocking device installed instead of having the gyro stabilizer, but it happens. Not really sure why there was a
Warp
clocking
drive
device
active.
on this ship. In any case, let's go back to the station. Well, this is one of the cheapest battleships that I have ever seen. Full on modified, alright, with the latest being C-types. Okay, well, let's jump in the Stratios, and we have a new target on the main menu today. Wait a second, I messed up the warp, I think. Or was this Drake legitimately inside of a exploration site? I think I messed up the Yeah, I messed up the warp. The Drake was in a mission, not in a exploration. Oh yeah, I clicked on the exploration scanner, not on the combat scanner. My bad. It happens. Okay,
Warp
let's go
drive
back to
active.
the Drake. Now this Drake has escaped a couple times in the past. I tried to engage the Drake with my Cynabal. Dual skirmishes in the past did not work, so they probably have triple warp core steps. And well, unknowingly I basically warped at the optimal range from the Drake. Now I just have to slowly approach. Just slowly approach and engage this ship. They are 19 kilometers away from me. I have to be careful not to get decloaked. Lately I have been hitting all sort of random objects while trying to tackle something cloaked. Not really sure why that bad luck has been happening, but it will be time to decloak and tackle the Drake. Let's quickly scramble it, webbed, focus fire, orbit at 0. Drones are going to orbit at 4 kilometers, afterburner on, maintaining a 0 kilometer orbit around Drake. Looks like the Stratios is going for a ram, which can help if they have a lot of stabs. Okay, Drake has been rammed, and now I bought some more time for more points to be added on the Drake. And of course, the other pirate ships decide to feel bad for the Drake, so they light me up, which is fine. I can take some damage. This Stratios is a tank one. And the Drake has been destroyed. Nice, let's loot. Oh, some nice C-types. Always nice to have some C-types. And let's warp out. Now, my suggestion would be to keep the missiles, because I've heard rumors about a new skill being added
Warp drive active.
that will basically improve missile damage application, and I expect the missiles to go up in price. So if you have missiles, my honest advice would be to keep the missile, to keep all the missiles, and perhaps we can make some bank when the price of the missiles goes up. After all, they are still very valued on the market, and I expect the medium missile price to go up to 50 million for one launcher. Currently they're at about 19-20 million, so a 50 to 100% price jump if the new skill is added. And unfortunately, speaking of ISK, that B type did not drop. Of course it doesn't drop the most valuable item. Nope, not today, I guess. Oh well, it's fine. Still some very, very nice action. And the next target we have a Dramiel that has jumped in the wrong system at the wrong time. I am in the Vigilant. The Vigilant is perfect for slowing down fast small ships because of the web strength that you get with this ship. Webbed, scrambled. Now the Dramiel is not going to go anywhere. Will be heavily webbed. And the Dramiel has been destroyed, so let's loot the wreck. Nice. Alright, let's warp out. Well, that was a good catch. I really like the Vigilant. It's a very good boat. Although I still have to finish up with some skills. After all, I did reskill out of medium railguns a while ago, so returning the skills might take a while. Overall, a pretty solid kill and a pretty solid catch as well. Next target, we have a small fleet here. There is a Tornado and dual Vexors. My friend is on the Tornado. I'll just quickly wipe the cruisers from the grid. One scrambler per cruiser. I will add the others surrender on the other Vexor. First Vexor dead, second Vexor dead, Tornado dead as well. Triple kill. Nice. That was some nice firework. And everyone that was in the mission, that was running the mission, is now destroyed. Okay. Let's warp out, or let's stay. At first I actually thought that there were more ships here, I guess, but no one else is jumping in, so I guess only 3 ships were in the mission. Waiting for the warping for the next target. We have one RB.
Fleet warp.
Looks like
Warp drive
the
active.
planet is not going to be the optimal warping, so we are going to a small anomaly, and from the small anomaly we will go right in the mission. This is why I always say that you should orbit in such a way that there is no good warping towards you, because right now they're orbiting, they're definitely moving, but we can find a good
We're
warping
under
spot
attack.
fairly easy. Okay, now we are
Warp
going in.
drive active.
I think the RB is using faction drones, so it might be one expensive RB. Although the RB is usually a PvP ship. Oh, it's not an RB, it's a battlecruiser, my bad. Wrong clip. Oh well, in any case, let's go and engage the tornado. I am basically going in to quickly scramble the tornado because we landed a little bit far off. This was basically the best warping, which was still a little bit far, but it doesn't matter. The tornado is scrambled and wept,
We're under
and the
attack.
tornado has been destroyed. Nice, let's warp out.
We're under attack.
Warp drive active.
And somehow I got the kill. I didn't expect to get the kill. $337 million, which is not bad, pretty solid. Okay, next target we have an RB. Now this is where the RB with the faction drones comes in. Not really sure why were they using faction drones on a cheap ship. I think this is the RB with the weird build. We will see.
Fleet warp.
Warp drive active.
The Cynabal warps faster, so I am probably going to land first, and I will probably be... Oh, okay. We warp to an asteroid field. And now from the asteroid field we will warp straight to the RB. It's good to have a very fast ship for hunting. I think
Fleet warp.
fast mobile ships are basically the way to go
Warp drive
for
active.
low sec hunt, because you need to be very fast at catching target and you need to be very fast at warping away. Where is the RB? There it is. The RB is a little bit far away. They are moving. Let me approach. I will try to rush the RB. After all, the Cynabal is fairly fast.
We're under attack.
Okay, scrambled wept. Gyro stabilizers are engaged. And the RB has been destroyed. Okay, let's warp out. This is the RB that used the faction drones for
Warp drive active.
a weird reason. I don't know why. I would use the faction drones on the Stratius, for example, on a expensive ship, but not on a RB. Okay, let's align towards the station so that we can take a look at the kill. 446 million, and yeah, this is one expensive RB. And they used a large missile. Why would they use a large missile launcher? I have no idea. Next target, we have a Succubus. I am in the Stratius. For small ships, I love to use the Stratius. Extremely sneaky and extremely lethal. One of the best frigate killers in the game. Okay, let's approach. Micro warp drive enabled. Approaching the Succubus. They have been webbed, scrambled. I have a micro warp drive, so I am going to be able to keep up with that little boat. And a friendly Stratius also popped in, although they were not in a fleet. So don't be alarmed by the other Stratius. That's a friend. Although not in a fleet for some reason.
We're under attack.
And now let's warp out. So, one Succubus, 1 second, and the other second, 2 Stratius ships, 1
Warp
destroyer,
drive active.
and 1 frigate, and 8 drones. Well, things can escalate in this game really quickly. I think our friend got the kill there. That wasn't in the fleet, so waiting for the kill to pop in. There is no kill in the fleet log. Okay. $60 million loot, not bad, pretty good catch. 578 million, and this Succubus did drop some very nice stuff. Overall, a very, very nice kill. Okay, let's go to the next one. We have a Cynabal. I will be
Warp
the
drive
tackle.
active.
I have the dual extender build with the damage control. Playing around with this build, trying to see if it's better than the dual gyro stabilizer build, although very hard to tell because both have their own
We're
interesting
under attack.
tactical play. So this Cynabal has also engaged me. I have engaged them. Medium extender activated. Medium extender health, well, gone. Large extender
Warning,
activated. Damage control
capacitor
activated as
running
well.
low.
This other Cynabal is looks like an active tank with a extender as well. Barrage is empty.
We're
I still
under
have the gyro
attack.
stabilizer. I still have most shields, and I still have the damage control running. I have about 57% shield, which is okay. And the Cynabal has been destroyed. Nice. Well, I got some very good items from that other Cynabal. I think I got one of the best extenders currently available in the game from that kill.
Warp drive active.
I am at exactly 50% shield, which is okay. I'm very happy with the result of the dual extenders. They seem to work really well so far. $1.7 billion, and we got some good drops from that Cynabal. Very nice. That's a very good loot drop. One expensive Nosferatu, one expensive web, and one expensive extender. Excellent. And let's go to the next target. I think the next target is inside of a hurricane, but not really
Fleet
sure.
warp.
Warp drive active.
In any case, we are warping in. Looks like a sniper hurricane as well. Let's quickly approach for tackle. Scrambled and webbed.
We're under attack.
Warp drive active.
And that was also a very nice catch. Good that the Cynabal is a very quick cruiser. Let's take a look at the kill. I think this was the last kill for today. Yeah, it probably was. 273 million. A cursed build. Okay, lovely. What a way to end the video for today. Well, with that being said, was a very good one. Was a very good hunt today. And with that being said, I hope that you enjoyed. Stay safe, and as always, I'll see you next time.